Hello, I'm going to be showing you how to make thumbnails today. So, yeah, we have Photoshop here. If you don't have Photoshop, um, message me on Discord, and yeah, I'll tell you what to do from there. But anyway, what we're going to be doing today is recreating a certain thumbnail that I feel like is one of my best ones probably, and it also has a lot of like good techniques that I would normally use in making a thumbnail. So it's a really good example. So, yeah. First thing, when you create new thumbnail size, I normally do 1280 by 720 pixels. Um, yeah, I don't really change the stuff over here except for the pixels. So create. Um, okay, and then I'm just gonna do a cut really quick, and I'm gonna put all the pictures here, so I'm not like sitting there looking through Google to find the pictures that I use. So I will be back. Okay, I'm back. So we have on our top layer here, I'm just gonna keep this top layer here, is our thumbnail we're trying to recreate. I made this a while ago. Okay. Next layer, we have a screenshot of the gameplay. And so the first thing we're gonna do is I just stole this from a different video. So we need to take the spot healing brush tool and make sure you have the layer selected, and then you can basically just paint over the icon and it'll just get rid of it. And yeah, it doesn't look very good here, but that doesn't really matter because the text and the demon face stuff will cover up like the majority of the background. It really doesn't matter if there's an inconsistency like this. Next thing is our explosion. I wasn't able to find the exact same one. I have no idea what I searched on Google to find this. See, within the text is what I'm talking about. So I just found this one, and it's a stock image, which means it has these little stock what is it called, watermark, I think. But this is a chance for me to show you another useful feature that you need to know while making thumbnails is that you can just basically use your spot healing brush and just go whoop. Every part that's just like really visible, just kind of do that. Should be fine. Make the brush as small as possible so that you don't so it doesn't have to like reach out too far to find, but you don't have to really do everything. You can just the parts that are really visible, and plus you won't see the majority of this. So this looks fine. Maybe I'll delete this camera up here just in case, and this one. But yeah, that's it. Especially with a picture like this, you can't even tell where the watermarks were. Final thing is demon face. You can't really tell. Let me just put something in the background. Okay. It has white around it, which means you can use the magic eraser. If you hold down on the eraser tool, you get magic eraser, and yeah, adjust the tolerance. Make sure contiguous is on, or else it'll erase the horns. Contiguous means they all have to be touching each other. So all the white that you erase is touching each other. Yeah, that's everything. So, first thing, this image here, put it on the background. Control T. I'm gonna zoom out a bit, and then just make sure it fits. Yeah. I didn't blur it in the original picture, but I think that's kind of a good idea, so I'm gonna do it now. Filter, Gaussian blur, and I normally do like 4 or 5. That should work. Okay. Next thing, let's make the demon first. Actually, okay, demon face. Now we want a demon face. It's kind of transparent. You can see the portal through it, but I don't actually think that's a very good idea. In retrospect, so I'm not gonna put that in. And then we also need the like fire looking glow around it. This isn't part of the image. I made this, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so let's get the demon face. Let's kind of put it into position. It was about like this. Rotate. That's another tip. Rotate like everything in your thumbnail, even if it's just a little bit. Um, okay, so next, the glow. What we're gonna want to do for that is make sure I have the layer selected. Control J makes a copy. And put an effect, outer glow. Where is it? Outer glow. I already have it set up here, but yeah, you're gonna want to put it on screen or linear dodge add, whichever looks better. And then I'm gonna make it a little more intense orange. And yeah, just adjust it until it looks like some nice glow. You can adjust like the spread, size, stuff like that. Okay, and then what we're gonna want to do is this. Remember, we're on the copy right now. We want to set the copy to all black, and how we do that is adjustments, hue, saturation, and then there's a bar called lightness. And yeah, see, you can turn it all to white or all to black. Just do it all to black, and then here, what next thing we want to do is rasterize the layer style. And what this means is it. See, right now we have the layer and the style, but if we rasterize layer style, it becomes part of the image. So this is now just like a typical image. And then we use our magic eraser and we can erase this. So now we just have the layer style on its own layer and it's awesome. Okay, and then final thing is just take the glow, the layer style, and filter, distort, ripple. And I like to do large ripple, but you can just kind of mess around with it. You can see a preview here, what it's going to look like. I might increase the amount a little bit. That was a little too much, but whatever, we'll take it. And then also drag it underneath the original demon face, and yeah, that's how you do the fire effect. So now you can, maybe if you want to, you can just merge these, but or a better idea, put them in a folder, and then you can just move the entire folder. Yeah. Okay. Next thing, the text. So text, add group or add layer. I can't talk apparently. Press T for the text tool. You can just find it on the left. Um, Fonts, you can download fonts, it's pretty simple, just find them online, it'll be a .ttf file, and then you just open it, click install. So I installed some custom fonts here. I'm gonna click one. I'm gonna type our text, which is big boom. And I'm also gonna go here and put a space just so it, is a little more to the right. Yeah. Right now, just keep it as a solid color, but we're gonna just put it into a basic position, make it bigger. It kinda went over the demon face, um, which is also a cool part of the thumbnail like that. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Okay, so next, oh yeah, I also forgot to mention I italicized it, but it was already italicized because I made it earlier. Yeah, anyway. Okay, go to this, and we're gonna add 2 strokes. As you can see in this, we have a black stroke and a white stroke, which really makes it pop out, and we also have, bevel and emboss. You can see how they kinda look 3D. You can see the shadow on every single letter. That's really easy to do. Just go to big boom, effects stroke, move this out of the way here. We want a black stroke, around, what is this, 8? Yeah, 8, it looks good, and then, I have another stroke here. If it's not there for you, just press the plus and it'll appear. So go to the next stroke under it, and we want it to be white. And I already had the settings here, but yeah, probably just do double what you did originally so that it's the same size, because the white goes underneath the black, so it's really 16. Yeah, and then the final thing you wanna do is bevel and emboss. Just go here. I already had the settings the way I want it, but yeah, you can just mess around with all these settings. The angle, if I wanted to make it like go the other way, but I like it this way. Looks like it's going out and to the left. Yeah, that. And I'm just gonna click OK. And then next thing, yeah, is putting the image of the explosive flame inside of, I don't know why I just called it explosive flame, whatever, inside of the text. So if you want to, remove the opacity a little bit just so you can kind of get it on there. And it doesn't really matter if it's perfect, but it's just more like if you want to fit as much of it as you can into the text or whatever. So put it above the text. You can put back the opacity now. And then this is an advanced technique here. Hold Alt, left Alt on your keyboard, and then if you look between the layers, the text and the fire, you will see this icon. Just click while the icon is there, and it will do a clipping mask. And so now so now this picture only shows up within the text. That's how the clipping mask works. So if I bring it out, it's just normal text, but this picture only exists within the text. It's not the exact same picture. I tried to find the same. I have no idea what I looked up to get that. I think I already mentioned that, but whatever. Yeah, so this is what it's gonna look like now. Yeah, okay, so now we have everything oh, one more thing is the tech, we might wanna have a drop shadow, just you don't really need a drop shadow, but, I mean, so you can kinda see what it looks like if I take it away, especially on the demon face, it just makes it kinda look like it's lifted up a little bit more. Without it, you can't really tell the difference between the stroke and the demon tooth, so you might as well just put a really faint drop shadow on the text. Alright, and then final thing in the thumbnail, I forgot to write "Bye Panuto," but I'm just gonna skip that part because you already know how to do it. It's the same it's pretty much just easier than this because you don't need to do a clipping mask. But, yeah, so next thing is just some, like, shading, I guess you would call it. So the first thing is on the very top layer, make a new one. I'm gonna make a vignette. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Some people say vignette, like vignette. I don't know, but here's how I make one. I'm gonna call it vignette because it like sounds the coolest. All right. I should have been talking while I was doing it, but whatever. You press G or get the paint bucket and fill the entire screen with black on the new layer. And then go to the box selection and select a box like this, where just there's like this little gap. Press delete and then Control D to deselect. And see, I have a little frame around the entire thing. And all you do is you blur the frame. It is really that easy. I don't. This is just the best way I found. There are multiple ways to do this, but this is the best way that I found. I normally do around like 16, somewhere around there. 16, yeah. And then the final thing I put in this thumbnail is I put orange glow on the side, and I think that actually looks really nice. So I'm gonna do that. Underneath the vignette, we're gonna zoom out a lot, Control minus. Brush. I have the brush. You can go to the brush settings, window brush settings. It's somewhere in there. But I have it docked to here, and you can select the brush that looks like this, where it like fades out at the end. Yeah, I pretty much just keep that on there for and I never change that. But anyway, yeah, have a brush that is really big like this. You can adjust it using the bracket keys on your keyboard. So yeah, just like this, we're gonna select the orange color and hold shift and just go down like this. Um, I'm actually gonna do that again with a little bit of a bigger brush because it didn't show up as much as I would want. That looks good. And for some reason, okay, I don't know why, but this sometimes bugs out. You can see the bevel and emboss actually went away on the text. I don't know why. So we're just gonna hide it and put it back, and voila, it's there. I guess that's just a bug in Photoshop or whatever. The glow doesn't really look right because we didn't put blending effect on it. So go to the glow layer. Next to opacity is the blending type. Like I was saying earlier, to make glow, I like either screen or linear dodge add. You can just choose what you want. I think I'm gonna go with screen or no linear dodge add for this one. And then, the bug happened again. Why does this happen so much? I don't know, but just click it twice, it's fine. And, yeah, this is the completed thumbnail. I know I didn't like I said, I did talk correctly. Alright. I didn't write "Bye Panuto" on here, but you get the point. I don't wanna waste time, so, yeah. Um and obviously I spent more time on this original thumbnail. I just tweak stuff like the opacity, the exact placement, so it doesn't look the one I made here doesn't look as great. I also did stuff like, I probably decreased the opacity of the glow a bit, so it's not, like, in your face, whatever. But yeah, um, go yeah, I'm gonna make more videos like this in the future just so you can kind of see the process I do. But, yeah, if you ever have any questions about Photoshop, please just, like, call me on Discord or at least just message me first, and then we can decide to call. But, yeah, I will gladly help you out. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching the video.